Especially if somebody with having as much experience that you've had, uh, talk to me about the projects that maybe stand out to you the most, like certain moments, whether it was something that was going on in life that really impacted the project, or was the reception that the project got, or if it was maybe just specific songs that was on the project that had a unique connection to you.
Mhm.
When somebody, because one of the things I also think is really important about being a creator, for me at least, and especially because we got an age difference, but we grew up in a similar
Yeah.
era of hip hop where it wasn't people. You ain't put out singles, like that.
That
It was
wasn't
you
a
put out
thing.
albums.
That was, and I was just finna, go ahead. Go ahead.
So you put out albums. So part of my experience with artists was the project, and getting a body of music.
Yeah.
And that's how I judge a nigga, was off the body of music.
Yeah, anybody can make a good song.
Exactly. It was mad times where somebody had the song was all over 106 and Park and Rap City and not to throw niggas under the bus, but This Is Why I'm Hot was a big song, and I love the song.
Love the joint. Yeah,
I love the beat switch on it. And so I went to go get bro album.
Right.
The album ain't delivered like how the single did.
Yeah.
Because it's something different about creating a single than it is about creating a body of music and a project of music.
Hell yeah.
And so just talk to me. And so when I say all that to say that, I think that really having a catalog of not, and again, singles is still important because we live in a different time period.
Yeah.
You got to adjust to the period
That's
that we in. But I think it's also still just as important to have a body of music and to have a project of music and to tell a story on the project or to try to convey an emotion or convey a time period on a project. So talk to me about some of the pieces of your catalog that stand out to you the most, and then just talk to me about that aspect of your career and how important the catalog that you have is to you.
Oh, it is very important, bro. It's everything.
Yeah.
Cause I was never like a singles type of guy. I'm gonna make a song and try to catch off this. When I couldn't make like 2 or 3 songs and not get in album mode.
Right.
You feel me? I couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Cause
I just got to do nothing if I'm gonna do that.
My mind wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My mind wouldn't let me, because every project I got, I don't look at them as like, I don't look at them as like, oh, I'm just doing something. Whatever space I was in, I look at that as like a time stamp in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like a time stamp. So I dropped my first tape. Okay, where was you at for real?
Yeah.
And even with putting together projects and not focusing on like a specific song, that help you like mold your craft.
Yeah.
It help you get in your bag more. Okay, what you on?
Yeah, learn how to talk about different things.
You know what I'm saying?
On different beats.
Yeah. So far as like any don't get me wrong, I didn't had like ups and downs, trials and tribulations, as far as with losing people and like things of that nature. But I look at every single one as like a timestamp.
Yeah.
And I never wanted to like base what I was doing off of one song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that, like I said, that's just me and how I
in a time period. I think that if you grew up in a certain time period, you're, like even just you talking about like the linear notes, and reading through the linear notes. Kids don't know, not even just kids, but people, depending on what era that you grew up in hip hop in, you don't understand that. You don't know nothing about, even because looking at the production credits when you go to Apple Music or Spotify or hit the description in YouTube ain't the same as opening up that physical book and seeing even just to me that one of the things that stand out about one of the things that you were saying is having the picture of Styles and Jada up there. Like I remember having a locker and I got magazine cover pictures in the locker, or going to get the Source magazine or the XXL magazine. Everything was so much more physical.
It was
so much. The digital was such a removed part from it, and it was those things. I would be just as inspired as I would get from listening to Ready to Die or listening to Life After Death or listening to the Black Album. I get just as inspired just looking at the pictures that they done took, and seeing how this picture is here for these 2 or 3 songs, or seeing what the back cover is, or looking at the thank yous that they put at the end of the albums and stuff like that, or looking to seeing what the runtime of the album is, like,
all of that.
secret songs that's at the end of exactly.
It ain't even on the track list.
It's just playing. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta listen to the last song on the track to catch the 2 hidden ones.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, bro, that's just, it's in, I mean.
No, you good. You good.
Breaking down design and got a purple tinge with me. And the 815 every night a murder mystery. Toss and turning in your sleep, it's hard to get relief. No time to speak, so keep it brief. My mission incomplete.
I still can't believe your ass gone. Somehow I can't honor that. Damn, I miss you, Black Tone. All I knew was Fond du Lac. Damn, I used to have songs about me wanting Ronda back. Now bullets flying over niggas' heads as if they John Morant.